is Channel 30 Action News with Rich Rodriguez and Liz Harrison. Dan Taylor on sports and Angelo Stallis with the weather. Now, the Valley's #1 newscast, Channel 30 Action News at 11.
Good evening. We begin tonight with another shooting.
It happened at the Arco AM/PM Mini Mart on Chestnut and Central in South Fresno. Witnesses say a car drove up and some men got out. There was an apparent argument with some others, and then shots were fired. One person has been transported to Valley Medical Center with a gunshot wound to the head. A second victim has some cuts on the head. Police are looking for the suspects at this hour. And this latest shooting comes less than 24 hours after 2 murders happened in Fresno.
Early this morning, the body of a man was found outside a South Fresno apartment complex. He had apparently been shot. And on the Fulton Mall, a young man was shot in the head following some sort of confrontation around midnight. He died before reaching the hospital. Elsewhere, we have been bombarded with education. But are we winning the war on drugs?
A study released today shows fewer California students are using cocaine and amphetamines. But Lori Tejas reports the same study shows more junior high and high school students are abusing alcohol.
1 out of every high school juniors polled said they had gotten very sick or drunk from alcohol. The same number said they had at least 5 alcoholic beverages within the previous 2-week period. And although teenagers are saying no to harder drugs, they are still saying yes to others.
Like, I go to parties a lot and I see just people I wouldn't even think just drinking and, smoking marijuana and all that stuff like that. I never see too much of the hard stuff like cocaine or anything like that, but I do see a lot of all the other things. I don't know too many people who actually carry it at school, but when I go out like Friday and Saturday night, it's all over the place.
High school students we talked with say cocaine and speed are less popular drugs because they're hard to get and more expensive. Alcohol remains the drug of choice, and students say you can get it anywhere.
Some people, like if they're at liquor stores, like adults that are standing around the liquor stores, they ask, you want to buy me some alcohol right now? Or...
Jim Maloney heads up a nonprofit agency that goes into local high schools teaching drug prevention. Maloney says drugs of choice run in cycles, but alcohol will always run rampant because it is socially accepted.
Everybody gets on the young people, the teenagers, and they go home and they see mom and dad drinking alcohol and abusing it. And the message is there. So
the study shows beer and hard liquor consumption is up in all high school grade levels, and despite the efforts of groups like MAD, more students are drinking and driving. Lori Tejas, Channel 30 Action News.
Alcohol-related accidents are the #1 killer of teenagers these days. Some 10,000 to 12,000 students will die every year.
High school graduation is just 3 days away, but a Kerman High School student who placed a fake bomb on top of his school last week will not be at the ceremony. Jesus Gerardo was suspended 5 days from school for his practical joke. School officials today say his suspension means he is not allowed on campus or at any school functions. Gerardo will, however, receive his diploma if he passes his classes. He has apologized for his prank, saying he never meant it to be malicious.
Cutting classes has taken on a whole new meaning at Fresno State. Official word came today that 186 employees at the campus are now out of a job. 600 classes have been dropped from the fall schedule, and it has many students wondering what kind of education they'll be receiving during the state budget crisis. Despite the cuts at Fresno State, the competition for a new University of California campus continues. Today, the UC task force toured 2 of the final sites, one in Fresno County and one in Madera County.
Clovis police are warning the public about a man making prank calls. Apparently, someone has been calling women in the Clovis area, claiming to be from the Clovis Police Department. The caller tells them that there is a prowler in their yard and he has a knife and that police are on the way. The prankster asks for additional information. Police say women should not give out personal information over the phone.
Turning to other news around the country now, we go first to Texas, where 5 people have died in a fiery crash.
Authorities say a van carrying teens to a church camp failed to stop at an intersection and was struck by a cement truck. The driver of the van was not injured, but 2 other survivors are in the hospital tonight. The accident happened in the town of Mineola. That's 80 miles east of Dallas.
3 people are dead and 3 others injured after a commuter plane crash in Alabama. This plane went down right after it had been cleared for landing.
This is how it looked this morning at the Frontier Oil Refinery in Cheyenne, Wyoming. 6 workers are suffering from burns after an explosion and fire that involved 2 oil tanks. The cause of the blast is not yet known.
And thousands of commuters in Queens and Brooklyn, New York, found themselves in a jam today. They rushed to catch carpools and subways since 5 private bus companies are now on strike. A commuter nightmare of a different kind on Highway 99 near Sacramento today.
Well, the road was a bit greener than usual after a tractor trailer overturned, spilling its load of watermelons. One of the Highway 80 ramps was closed for a couple of hours. CHP is looking into what caused the accident.
In Los Angeles, Police Chief Daryl Gates says his threat to postpone retirement was just a bluff. Gates says he wants to keep active a 2-year-old list of captains due promotions. But city officials say budget problems prevent them from keeping the list active. Most city officials were not amused by the chief's attempt to get some attention.
Now, it's very clear that for his own petty reasons, he was trying to hold the city hostage, trying to threaten and intimidate the city council.
Gates will retire, though, June 30th.
A fast-moving forest fire has burned 5 homes near the Cascade Range town of Sisters, Oregon. 20-mile-per-hour winds are pushing the flames across hundreds of acres of pine and brush. More homes have been evacuated as hundreds of firefighters attempt to douse the raging inferno.
On the campaign trail, Ross Perot has not become an official candidate for president yet, but he's already trying to get in touch with some of the nation's cities. The Texas billionaire met with mayors from 5 major cities in Dallas today. They briefed him on a $35 billion plan for economic revival. None of the mayors said they would endorse Perot, but all were equally impressed with his concern. Meantime, an ABC News poll shows President Bush's approval rating has dropped from 40% to 35%.
The airfare war has not been grounded. Delta Airlines is flying high by cutting some of its business and first-class fares to Europe, and Continental is vowing to match the fares in most markets.
Our first stop in world news tonight, the Earth Summit.
Finally, some good news for the United States. Negotiators in Rio de Janeiro have created a new United Nations body to monitor compliance with environmental treaties. The U.S. helped set up the commission, but with praise comes more criticism. This time, the U.S. has asked its European allies not to support target dates for reducing emissions that cause global warming.
In war-torn Bosnia, the battles continue, but help may be on the way. The United Nations Security Council has approved sending some 60 observers into Sarajevo. The observers could be followed by 1,000 peacekeepers who would then secure the city's airport for relief supplies.
Here you see members of the PLO meeting after one of its leaders was assassinated. The PLO is blaming the Israeli Secret Service Agency, but 2 extremist Jewish groups are claiming responsibility.
Pope John Paul II is in Angola, celebrating the 500th anniversary of the arrival of the first Christian missionaries there. Pontiff held an open-air mass to celebrate the occasion.
Still to come tonight, Angelo with the weather forecast, plus some pictures that are out of this world.
And then a little later, the closest man can get to having wings.
Only 2 American-made luxury automobiles provide both driver and passenger side airbags. One of them is a Lincoln. And the other one is a Lincoln. With a Lincoln, it's easy to be on the safe side. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
At 7-Eleven, we look at beer and soda differently. Take Bill Derflinger and Ed Mendez. We don't mind that they're doing a little reading on the job, because it takes guys like Ed and Bill, Bill's in the red shoes, to make sure our coolers are always maintained at 35 degrees. It's a little thing, but it makes a big difference for those who want their beer and soda fast and cold. So if you open a cooler and see a couple of attractive guys like these, please don't whistle. It could throw them off. But 35 degrees makes a difference. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
At Bank of the West, we've been hearing some grumbling about the merger of two huge banks. So if you've been thinking about moving your account, we have a special offer for you. Show us your old checkbook, and we'll give you free checking for a year. Now, you'll have to get used to a different kind of bank. On the one hand, we'll treat you right and take good care of your money. On the other hand, if you call our hotline at 3 a.m., we might just tell you to stop worrying and go on back to sleep.
I like the sound of a big juicy steak. Sizzler, sounds good. The sound of a sizzle, I just can't wait. Sizzler.
Now, for the first time, Sizzler has USDA choice steaks, sirloins, fillets, and New Yorks, starting at just $8.99. And for a short time only, bring a friend, order 2 choice steaks, and save $5.
Sizzler, that sounds good.
You are looking at pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. It's the first time astronomers have been given a look at a huge ring of dust, which fuels a massive black hole at the heart of galaxy M51. That galaxy, by the way, is located more than 20 million light years away.
Wow.
It's quite a distance.
That was pretty.
Yes, it was.
All of that was from the telescope?
It's lovely dust in the atmosphere.
That was neat. I got my telescope out the other night. We were looking at the moon.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Yes.
One of those moon gazers.
The moon,
huh?
oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, when you get that telescope out there, it's wonderful. Yes. You got to like it. Okay?
How
All
about
right.
the weather, Angelo?
Let's get to that. Hey, the sun, the sun's going to be baking us for the next couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days. And then by the time we get to the weekend, you're going to like it all over again. Here come the current conditions. With a nice windmill on the western side of Fresno County, we have a 76, a dew point at 57, relative humidity at 52%. And the barometer's coming up from 2983. The wind's out of the northwest at 10, visibility at 15 at 11 o'clock. Merced, you have a 72, Visalia with a 71, Lemoore 73, Porterville at 71 degrees. Really a beautiful evening tonight in San Joaquin. And look at that picture, that windmill spinning around in western Fresno County. Some of the lows tonight will include a 57 in San Jose, Santa Fe 48, Denver should get about a 49, Memphis with a 71, in New York City overnight low 67 degrees. Lots of wild weather tonight happening over the southeastern United States, mid-Atlantic states on up into the New England states, with some areas getting as much as 3 inches of rainfall here. Severe weather over portions of Oklahoma and Texas and into portions of Nebraska with tornadoes touching down, but didn't see any reports of any damage or injuries, just a lot of large hail, thunderstorm type rains and some strong winds. And scattered thunderstorms throughout the Rockies. Earlier today, Utah was the furthest west or farthest west state getting any thunderstorm activity. The rest of the West pretty quiet. We do have an approach of a system into the Pacific Northwest, and you get a look at it from Sunday's picture into this afternoon, finally tonight, with a pretty good area of cloud cover moving into Washington and Oregon. And by the time we get to the weekend, after this high pressure builds up our numbers for 3 or 4 days, low pressure off the Pacific Northwest will scoot on in. The high will scoot to the east. We'll see some mid-80s by the time we get to the weekend. How about that? The timing is working out for a change. And we'll have to watch it, too, because there will be a little branch of the jet stream coming across through Southern California, which may or may not include a little disturbance. It could pick up some thunderstorm activity for parts of California. More likely, it'll be the Sierra Nevada and the southeast sections. We have some mid-90s. We're going to jump to the mid-90s. After a weekend of 80s and a 91 today, we're going to see a 96 tomorrow, 94 in Merced, 93 in Visalia. Sacramento should get 90, 67 in San Francisco, low clouds on the coast, keeping the temperatures cool. 64 degrees and clear tonight. The 5-day forecast, well, it just looks like summer will arrive for 3 days, but then Friday and Saturday, how about that? 86 on Friday, 89 on Saturday. It's really like a typical summertime pattern all over the United States, and we're officially, we're a couple of weeks away, right? What is today?
That's right. Summer starts the 21st, right?
Yeah, the 21st. Summer solstice, yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Angela.
Well, imagine if you could detect cancer through a blood test. Up next in Health Watch, a medical breakthrough, diagnosing cancer with the prick of a finger.
And in our entertainment segment, why Prince is stirring up controversy.
Come here, baby. Yeah. You sexy.
I love my daughter. I love my son. I have missed them.
Tracy says her dad abandoned her when she was only 4.
I love my daughter, or I wouldn't be here.
If he loves me so much, then why doesn't he show it? Why doesn't he pick up a phone?
Tracy, you don't know how much I've missed you.
I love you.
I love
you
you
gotta show me
too.
that you love me too.
Children confront the fathers who abandoned them on the next Oprah. Tomorrow at 3, only on Channel 30.
There could be some uninvited guests frolicking around your home right now. Bugs move in with the best of families, even yours. And once inside, they multiply fast. Unless you call Terminex. Terminex technicians use careful, proven methods and procedures to rid your home of bugs. We guarantee it. No ifs, ands, or bugs. Terminex. Call now for your free pest inspection.
Imagine if the dirt some gasolines leave on the inside of your engine started showing up on the outside. May we suggest Chevron with Tetraline. It has the cleansing power to help keep your car's performance spotless. Chevron, simply smarter.
Drive this state-of-the-art Achieva, Cutlass Supreme or Cutlass Sierra for $199 per month. Perwald Olds, 5499 North Blackstone Avenue.
Imagine detecting your breast cancer long before it shows up in a mammogram or even as a small lump under the skin. Scientists in New Jersey are working on a blood test to detect breast and other cancers. And that story tops tonight's Health Watch. The test measures how fast blood clots. If blood clots too quickly, it could mean a disease is present. In a study of 130 women, the test resulted in breast cancer detection in all those who had early-stage breast cancer. Some of them even had negative mammograms. The test also helps diagnose cancers of the colon, ovary, head, neck, and prostate. Well, the day may soon come when metal pins to fix bones will be out and flexible glass fibers will be in. These tiny fibers may help set fractures and then dissolve after the bone is healed. Currently, doctors use metal pins to set unstable fractures. The pins work, but they have to be surgically removed. These dissolvable fibers could be widely available in the next couple of years.
Topping our entertainment news this evening, the Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel. Today, the owner, Merv Griffin, greeted the 10 millionth guest to the hotel. Michael Taylor and his wife were presented with a package of prizes, including limo service, a Cartier pen, a gold room key, free dinner, and a shopping spree. Owner Griffin noted that the Beverly Hilton is the only American-owned hotel in Beverly Hills to have reached such a milestone.
Come here, baby. Yeah. You sexy.
So-called bad boy of rock and funk is celebrating his birthday by releasing a new single to radio and dance clubs. This is Prince's video of his new song. The video is $10. And by the way, this version you see here has been edited. MTV is refusing to air any version of the video. That naughty Prince.
No comment. There is more ahead on Action News at 11, including sports.
Full slate in the majors. Steve Pickett is up next with scores and highlights.
In a hurry, call a day and night dealer to the rescue. Our quiet 2-speed plus air conditioner has a lower speed to help lower your energy bill. And only your day and night dealer has it. So call day and night to the rescue.
The managers of Reuben's just won't quit. When one of them featured a smothered prime rib dinner for just $8.99, another one matched him.
and also offered a special English cut prime rib. Then they added prime rib and shrimp 3 ways. Now they're all offering 10 different prime rib dinners, starting from just $8.99. Guess in a rivalry like this, it's tough to get the upper hand. The prime rib celebration from just $8.99, only at Reuben's.
Andersen windows give you a warmth and beauty you just can't get with aluminum windows. And they keep you more comfortable, too. So you can see how beautiful Andersen windows are, even with your eyes closed. Get the book that's filled with Andersen window and patio door ideas.
Holt Lumber Company, Fresno, and Selma Lumber Company, Selma.
Are so many people buying Nissan trucks because they have more horsepower than any import brand V6 compact pickup? Or because they have such great resale value? Or the deepest cargo beds in their class? Or rear anti-lock brakes? Or because they're so versatile? Or have so many standard features? Or because they're so
You can save up to $1,750 now on a 1992 base 4x2 Nissan truck.
No matter how you look at it, the blue label stands for the world's top banana, Chiquita bananas, quite possibly the world's perfect food.
All right, Giant fans, we were counting on you tonight to help us gain some ground on those Reds. We were.
Angelo's happy.
Yeah, forget him.
The Giants start off with a homer in the first, Rich, but from there, folks, it was all downhill. The Reds visiting Candlestick tonight, and Chris Sabo must like this ballpark. He whacks this drive, and before it's over, you know what? Chris is going to do it again. He singles this time, brings in another run, and the Reds run over the Giants. Now the Dodgers hosting the Braves, and Atlanta's Dave Justice. I love L.A., Rich. He slams it. The Braves take the lead, and they keep it. Tell you what, Terry Pendleton with a nice play at third. Look at this. Atlanta opens their stay in L.A. with a win as well. The Expos X out the Mets. The Phillies do the same to the Pirates. The Cubs over the Cards in the first game, 13 innings. They're still playing the second game. And the Padres take one from the Astros. Mark McGwire swinging the bat again for the A's, swinging it at the air. 3 strikeouts for McGwire tonight, and Milwaukee fans Oakland. 6-2 is the final. You know, things are going pretty good for the Blue Jays right now. Devon White, first batter up, first inning, and with 1 swing, the rout is on. Toronto gets 6 more in the 4th, and even more after that. The Blue Jays are soaring over the Yankees. 16-3 is the final. In Cleveland, the Tigers and Cecil Field are taking a bite out of the Indians. That one is gone. Detroit blasting homers tonight, but hey, what does Cleveland do? Watch out. It is fight time. Detroit wins the ball game, but the fight is a toss-up. Jeez. The Orioles over the Red Sox. The White Sox beat the Angels. The Royals get a win. They beat the Twins. And the Rangers and Juan Gonzalez wrangle the Mariners. Gonzalez added home run number 4 to his 2-day total. Do you need any more proof of how addictive, how controlling cocaine can be? New York Yankee Steve Howell is the sad example yet again. Today, Howell pleaded guilty to 1 charge of attempting to buy the drug, and the league immediately put him on indefinite suspension. Howell's been back in the Yankee bullpen playing relief, but his battle with cocaine use surfaced again. Amazingly, this is Howell's 7th suspension from the majors, all for drug use. Sad. The future of some athletic programs at Fresno State is still uncertain tonight, but one thing is pretty evident. Something will have to go. The proposed budget cuts for the school pinpoint at least a quarter of those cuts taken from athletic programs. One area that may see cuts is the school's nationally ranked wrestling program. The coach Dennis DeLito says he's heard nothing yet. Chicago and Portland getting a day or 2 of rest before they go at it again. Yesterday's Game 3 saw a slower pace, but some sloppy play as well. But the Chicago Bulls take advantage of both, although Clyde looks pretty good there. The Bulls exploiting Portland's poor shooting, only 36%, and Michael and crew have a 2-1 lead in this championship series. Game 4 set for Wednesday.
Weren't you the guy that was telling me that Portland was going to take all 3 at home?
If they were smart, if they didn't shoot 36%.
Well, what happened?
You know, I should be coach.
Didn't play well. And it happens.
Exactly.
All right, thanks,
Thanks, Steve.
Still to come tonight, the Tuesday morning wake-up wedding.
And some daredevils go over the edge. More on that when Action News at 11 continues.
If you're fed up with paying more for products that seem to give you less, call for Consumer Reports right now. If you're tired of buying products that don't quite live up to what they promise, call for Consumer Reports now. If quality and honest value is what you want every time you walk into a store, call us right now for a trial issue of Consumer Reports. Hi, I'm Bob Knoll, head of auto testing for Consumer Reports. I'd like to invite you to join the more than 5 million Americans who rely on Consumer Reports to help them decide which products to consider and which ones to ignore. Every month, we test and rate hundreds of products by brand name, from CDs and cassette players to microwaves and minivans. We tell you what products were good buys and why, which products were dangerous and why. We can even help you save money by telling you which lower-priced models performed as well as or better than higher-priced products. More than ever before, we all need to know who we can trust for value in the food we eat, safety and performance in the cars we drive, good coverage and low cost in the insurance we buy. And because Consumer Reports is non-profit and accepts no advertising, you can always trust us to give you unbiased, impartial ratings and recommendations.
Call now for your trial issue of Consumer Reports. If you like it, we'll send you 12 more issues, including our famous auto issue, home entertainment issue, Best Buy gifts issue, and the 1993 buying guide, all for just $22. Or simply write cancel on your bill, return it, and owe nothing. You'll also get the 1992 buying guide with over 2,000 brand name ratings, free with your paid subscription.
So take charge of the way you shop. Call now and take advantage of your trial issue of Consumer Reports.
Call now, 1-800-241-0700. That's 1-800-241-0700.
Mamas like you make my job so easy when you don't tell your children just how deadly crack is. But my baby's too young, you say. Yeah, and I'm hooking them younger every day. But they don't have the money, you say. Huh. Once my customers get hooked on crack, they lie, cheat, and steal to get more. So thanks for not telling Junior about guys like me. I just love getting first crack at 'em.
Finally tonight, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a hang glider soaring through the air. 60 of the world's best have gathered in New Mexico to soar into the blue. They are competing in the Sandia Classic this week, where they go flying off cliffs some 10,000 feet high. And I bet you it takes a while to get down.
Maybe a little bit safer than bungee jumping.
Oh, a lot safer, I would think.
You know, that Greek guy would be proud. The guy who tried to fly and then all the wax melted. And you went down, you know. But now, I mean, had he thought of this, he'd be proud.
He was Greek?
I can't remember him, what his name was, but yeah, he was Greek, all right. I'm sorry.
Someone will call later.
Here's the wake-up report for you. Right there, sunny, 67 to 77. We're about 5 degrees warmer in the morning, and tomorrow's highs will reach about 4 or 5 degrees warmer also. We had a 91 today, 96 tomorrow.
Still not bad, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Angela.
And that's our news. Nightline is next.
For all of us who work the late shift, good night.
When you see news happening in your community, call the Action News line anytime at 1-800-423-3030 or push *1 on any cellular phone.
Hi, Dan Gamble, Dan Gamble's RV Centers, inviting you to attend Dan Gamble's 8th annual 4th of July picnic and RV show at the Los Baños Fairgrounds in Los Baños to benefit Valley Children's Hospital. A fabulous RV show featuring American Eagle, Bounder, Coronado, Flare, Jamboree, Pacer, Southwind, and Tioga. A fun pack buys you admission to the show, plus live entertainment featuring the Drifters, barbecue carnival rides for the kids, and a spectacular fireworks show. RV with me, Dan Gamble, for Valley Children's Hospital, and a fabulous 4th of July.
Compulsive disorders tomorrow on Action News. Good morning.